one filled with meals out to restaurants, parties with friends, and a fast-moving career. But the truth was, those social media snapshots were just that, snapshots. They didn't tell the full story about what was really going on in my life. They didn't reveal the heartache, the struggle, and the deep shame that was secretly consuming me. Because the reality was, after a series of wrong turns in my career and love life, it was like I'd fallen off a cliff, and now I was trapped at rock bottom. At the time, I was living alone in the cheapest place I could find, a small backyard pool house. Now sure, I know the idea of living in a pool house might not sound that bad, maybe even a little glamorous to some. But this pool house wasn't the kind you'd find in the back of a mansion in a millionaire's backyard. No, the reality was the pool was never actually built. The roof was missing shingles, it lacked central air conditioning, and the heating system barely worked. Really, my home was less like a pool house and more like a glorified tool shed. Now, I wasn't homeless. Occasionally, I'd even make a pretty decent income for the month, but it felt like every time a nice check showed up, it was quickly devoured by an ever-growing list of expenses. Bills, unexpected medical invoices, and repairs for my old four-wheeled rust bucket left me no choice but to turn to my credit card. My balance kept on rising, interest piled up, and soon it got to the point where there was no digging my way out. My life was about to come crashing down, all in the span of one weekend from hell. It all started on a late Friday afternoon when my boss asked me to step into his office for a talk. Now, I knew this job was temporary when I started, but since then, my boss had promised many times I'd be transitioned into a full-time position. But now, with no warning at all, I was being let go on the spot. In an instant, my income vanished before my eyes. I was upset, but I didn't have much time to feel sorry for myself, because losing my job was just the first of